Alright, so technically this is day 3, and we're almost there. We are so close right now. I had to fix another couple stupid little things here, just dumb issues that you just don't really expect to have. But cross member's about ready to go in. I will admit, I was way too tired last night when I mentioned there was an issue with it. I'll be honest, I had it upside down, and I just was too tired to even realize what I was doing. But it's all good. Gonna throw the jack under the transmission, jack it up, and bolt it in. Alright, so I'm inside the car now. Got everything bolted up with the cross member. You can kind of see it down there poking through. And I did have to do a lot of adjustment, but everything feels great, even in reverse. And T5s are actually known to be a little bit tough to go into reverse. And this one feels great, but obviously it's different when you're driving the car. It's, feels really tight, completely, you know, the opposite, worlds away from the stock shifter. And now I'm gonna put the boot back on here, and well, obviously I gotta take the knob off first, but button all this back up, fill it with fluid, and we might be able to go for a test drive. I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty short in here. You know, when you look at the cabin in general, it's pretty far down there. This is how far back it is for me. Kinda, you know, I can only just put it in first, so I will have to lean forward a bit when I drive for a short time. I didn't really talk about it, but the shifter that's on here came with the T5. I might have shown it when I showed the T5 off a bit. And it's fine for now. Obviously, I'm not going to keep just a stock Fox body shift knob, and I might figure something out for the stock shift boot, but I actually will be modifying the plate under here with the rod and put a different rod on it, one that comes up higher and back farther, and I'm also going to thread it for a different thread pitch so that I can get some different shift knobs, because Mustang shift knobs have a M12 by 1.75 thread, which is pretty big, and it's not very common for shift knobs outside of Mustang, so you can really only find Mustang shift knobs. And I don't really want a Mustang shift knob. I'd like to get something a bit more, I don't want to say tuner, but maybe something a bit more, something like you might see in a rally car or a track car, kind of a cylindrical maybe shape. I do like this, you know, the knob, it is very comfortable. So I might find some sort of a compromise between a shape like this and maybe the other one for aesthetics. But until now, this will just be what I'm using temporarily. Alright, so I didn't show filling the trans since that is very tedious and very messy. It's very, very messy. So, here we go. I've lowered the car, the rear of the car, and I'm about to start it. Oh, of course, these steering wheel locks. There we go. In neutral. Alright, so far so good. Warming up here. Noticeably a little bit zingier right off the bat. Alright. Still going good, no weird noises. No obvious issues. I'm gonna go ahead and roll back now. That's just the wood. Don't worry about that. All right. seem to be doing pretty good. All right, I'm gonna let it warm up a little bit, and then maybe we can see if we can take a drive around the block. All right, I'm not sure how well you can see. Hopefully you can hear me though. We're warmed up here and about to go take the T5 Volvo down the street for its maiden voyage. So far so good. Clutch really isn't that bad at all. It's not all that much different from stock. Wait for some cars here. Feels like a T5 going into reverse. Engagement point is right in the middle. Wow, it does sound a little bit different, oddly enough. I do get a little bit more vibration from the more stiff trans mount. A little bit of slip there. I do have to try and cycle the clutch here a little bit. If I can stop safely, I can get a heat cycle it a little bit. Feels pretty good. There is some more transmission noise coming from the tunnel, which a couple people I know with T5s in their Volvos also said that they could hear. It does rev a little bit freer. I'm thinking heel toe downshift should be a lot easier. Try to do a couple more heat cycles here. One important thing when braking in a clutch, especially one like this, is that you do actually have to slip it a few times. Because you have to brake it in properly, just a lot like brake pads. It already feels quicker. You can feel it definitely spools a lot differently. It builds boost a little bit better. Heel toe is nice. It does feel a little bit quicker. It's a little more eager. I like it. The clutch pedal is softer, which is a little bit odd, and I was not expecting that, but it seems to feel good so far. I'll have to get used to the clutch engagement. The M47 clutch, it engaged really, really low, and this is a lot higher. I like it. It's a lot of fun. The clutch really isn't as aggressive as I feel like some people were saying it was going to be. Everything seems good. I don't notice any odd noises or anything. Downshifts are nice. Again, I'll have to get used to the engagement point, but it feels good. See if we can't get some tunnel sound in here. I can already tell the gearing is a lot better. The stock gearing is very, very low in first gear, and there's a big drop to second gear. This is much healthier. I can drop into boost. The engagement point isn't bad at all. Sorry, a little first through third there. There's not much chatter off the line or juddering. I think it's more me getting used to the engagement point than the actual judder. Oh, and there's a first stall. Like I said, I'll have to get used to the engagement point. It's not often that I stall cars. I have driven a lot of different kinds of cars and a lot of different kinds of clutches and such. But this is a little bit different. And it's a car that I've been driving the last couple months. Hopefully there's not too much wind noise there for you. Let's see if we can't get a little bit of a launch here. I slipped it a little bit so it wouldn't bog, but it still kind of bogged a little bit. That's all right, I'll get used to it. It's only the first few minutes of me driving it. And in case anyone thinks I'm being a little bit aggressive, this is a very aggressive clutch. It's a ceramic disc, so it's not gonna break in the same way as an organic disc might. And it's not really meant to be driven the same way either. This is going to be a lot of fun once I actually turn the boost up. All right, I think I would call this a very successful first drive. I hope you guys enjoyed the build, so to speak, the swap. I know I had some issues. I wasn't able to show as much as I really wanted to. I was on a bit of a time crunch. It had to be done by tonight, basically. But I did get it done. I pushed through a lot of big issues that I thought were going to basically end the project for me, and I would have had to leave the car sitting for a while to get it figured out, but that wasn't the case. And we got another successful mod done. This is an awesome upgrade. I definitely do recommend it thus far to anyone who has a Volvo. A Volvo 240, that is. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.